All right, everybody, I'm at work. Okay, so I don't know whether to cry or scream. I'm angry. I can't deal with this any longer. I'm going to go insane. I can't even hear out of my ears. My blood pressure's through the roof. I cannot stand being with Donna anymore. This woman, I am broke because of her. All my savings went to her and her house and her daughter and her... Everything I did for her and do for her, I know she's not well in the head. I got her baptized in Christ. I brought her into the church. I saved her life 3 or 4 times already. I fixed her car. I furnished her house. I fixed her bathroom twice. Thousands. I must have dumped 10 grand into her this past year alone. I have nothing saved for myself. I live with the woman. I take care of her like as if she's a mother. I can't even work full time because of her, because she's in the hospital again. She's constantly doing things that make herself fall or get hurt or get sick. She should be in a home. Period. A psychological home on top of it, but also a home for the elderly. Because you know what? She don't want to listen to the doctors or to me or caretakers. She just does things anyway. She smashed up the car again recently, driving in when she's not supposed to. I am at my wit's end. What did she do now? What did she do? Okay. She called me up. She's been in the hospital since Friday night. She keeps calling me incessantly. Like every hour. I'm trying to clean up after the dogs, take care of the place, get to work, do my own things, sleep, shower, whatever. She might be in the hospital, but I'm still taking care of everything on the other end here. Okay, now I got to take care of the bills and all this other stuff and her errands and stuff while she's in the hospital and deal with doctors and what. What did she do to me? 3rd time. This is the 3rd time now. Every time she ends up in a hospital, a social worker and police come to me, and I end up getting in trouble. Now I'm getting in trouble, supposedly, for elderly abuse. Elderly abuse. She did not get the leg taken care of. I've made videos on this already several times. I told her it needed to be looked at. She didn't listen, okay? She told them it's my fault. I wouldn't take her to get the leg looked at sooner. That is not true. She blamed my dog for the fact that she fell months ago and broke her toes in the first place. She got out of the hospital. I told her not to take the garbage out. The dog is outside on the leash. You're going to trip. You know he jumps on you. I will handle it. Don't do it. She went out there and did it anyway. Tripped over the dog's leash, fell, hit her head. The bleed in the back of the head is still bleeding, and it's deteriorating her brain. Blamed it on me, blamed it on the dog. I told her not to do it, I would do it. She didn't listen. I've several times paid to fix her car. She keeps driving it anyway. She can't see. She's got cataracts. She can't see at night. She does it anyway. She keeps hitting things. Guardrails, curbs, breaking the car. It's all damaged. She just did it again the other night. When I told her not to go anywhere, she went anyway when I was at work. And now the whole side of the car scratched and muddy. I don't even want to know what she hit this time, okay? The doctor told her in front of me that Steve has to crack down on you, not to let you drive anymore, and to enforce a strict diet plan on you. Ever since that appointment 2 weeks ago, she's been unleashing hell's fury on me, not listening, still breaking the diet, still taking the car, whatever, okay? I've told her if she gets hurt or ends up in the hospital, she's going to have to go through, rehab again. They might not let her come home. She keeps doing this. She's proving that she's not capable of living on her own and making healthy choices. She don't take her meds on time. She won't eat properly. And every time somebody calls her out on it, she has the nerve, as God is my witness, the nerve to blame me. Well, Steve this and Steve that and the dog this. Her leg got infected. She let the dog, and I told her so many times the past month, stop letting the dog. Don't take your socks off in front of the dog on the couch and let him lick your feet. That's disgusting. Well, I like the way it feels. It's disgusting. Don't do that. They're infected. You're going to get infected. It's going to get in the dog's mouth. Don't do that. The dog is getting blamed now because she said the dog chewed her toes, and that's not what happened, and that it got infected, and so she's blaming it on the dog. So now she might have to have toes removed and this and that. It fell on me again. Neglect. Neglect as a caretaker. Then, last night, she called me again for like the 7th time, and I was like, Donna, I had her on speakerphone. I talk loud. I was trying to clean up the house and do stuff while she's got me on the phone. And I'm like, you don't need to keep calling me every hour from the hospital. I need to get things done. Like, there's nothing to talk about. Oh, well, I'm just trying to keep you updated. You already did that. You need to be resting. It's late. There's other patients around. Go to bed. Like, you're sick. You're supposed to be resting. All of a sudden, I knew she set me up. She had me on speakerphone. And I hear her talking to somebody saying, see, this is what he does. See, he yells at me all the time. See, and I'm like, who are you talking to? Nobody. And I'm like, you're talking to somebody. What do you want? Why are you calling me now? We've already gone over everything. And then she started bringing up things like the house and leaving it to me in the will and her IRA and her bank account and all, and putting words in my mouth and twisting things around in front of whoever was listening, trying to basically make it seem like I'm a monster controlling and that I made her do these things. I made her put the account in my name. No. I asked her if she wants to put me on her account so that when it bounces, because it always does, because she's giving her daughter too much money, and she can't make the checks out properly, I can fix it and put money in there so it doesn't bounce. Okay? Also, so that she keeps ending up in the hospital and in rehab for months at a time, somebody's got to be able to get to the bank and pay her bills and the rent and stuff. So I have to do it through her checks. So I did that. I put myself at risk by putting her putting myself on her account. She sat there with me of sound mind and did this. She's the one that put me on the will. She said that she can't, her handicapped daughter can't handle anything that needs to be done when she dies, so I'm all she's got. So I agreed, okay. So I'm the executive of her will. I'm the power of attorney for medical. I'm on everything. I'm on her bank accounts. I'm supposed to be on a Charles Schwab IRA thing so that I can help bury her when she dies and have access to the money and be able to give the money to her daughter in a trust for her daughter because her daughter needs to live off a trust. Okay. She trusts me to do all this stuff, but she's starting to go crazy in the head because of the dementia and stuff now. And she sat there and she put me on speaker and started twisting things around and made it seem like I made her do these things. And I'm trying to take her home and I'm trying to put her in a home and all this stuff. And I knew something was up because it was out of character for her. And she doesn't text me that way. She doesn't know how to use her phone. Suddenly she's sending me all these elaborate text messages. Like, I know Donna can't text like that. She don't even know how to text. All of a sudden, she's sending me those texts, I am good, this and that, this is what's going on, blah, blah. And I'm like, this isn't Donna. She don't text me. Not like this. She usually misspells. She can't even use her fingers. So who's texting me from her phone from the hospital? I knew, and this was happening for a couple of days. I'm like, it must be a nurse or something relaying because I know it's not her. Then she starts asking me all these questions. Basically, I felt like I was being entrapped. All of a sudden, this woman gets on the phone. All right, I've heard enough. She's sick. How dare you? Your mother's very sick. She doesn't need to be bothered worrying about all these things right now. Wills and houses and IRAs and being put in a home and all this. How dare you? And she hung up on me. And I'm like, oh, what the? So Donna admitted this morning that was somebody that was sitting there listening the whole time. It was a social worker or a nurse that reported me to the hospital as an elderly abuser and extortioner. This woman's going to get me fired from my company. She's going to get me in serious trouble. This is the 3rd time now she's been in a hospital. Actually, 6th time in the hospital. The 3rd time in a row that a social worker has come after me and showed up at the house and accused me of abusing her or negligence, not taking care of her, not. Hello, what do you want me to do? Put her in a straitjacket? I can't get the woman to do. The social worker a couple months ago sat at the table and asked Donna, would you like him to be removed from the premises? I own half the premises. I'm on the lease. That's my address. I put 10 grand into that house, into her car. All the furniture's mine. Almost everything in the place, all the draperies, her bed, my bed, everything's mine. Remove me from the premises. She had nothing when I moved in there. So she said, no, it's okay. And I'm like, I was so heartbroken a couple months ago, last summer, when she did that. Now she reported me again and said, oh, I didn't do it. She calls me up and says, I didn't do it. I'm just letting you know if the police show up or if you get a social worker calls you or whatever, you did it to yourself. And I'm like, did what? Well, they heard you on the phone with me last night. I'm like, yeah, you called me. You kept calling me. I did not call you once. You kept calling me. And you kept wanting to talk about things all day that were really out of character for you, like money, and you kept twisting things around. You set me up. So here's what I think Donna's doing. Donna got bad news recently. I was there. Bob was there. 2 doctors were sitting there. And she was told that I need to crack down on her and force her to take her meds on time. I need to force a strict diet. I need to enforce that she doesn't drive the car anymore. She has been going ballistic ever since, every day fighting and arguing with me, every day stealing my peace because I told her, I said, Donna, you can't drive anymore. It's too dangerous. Donna, you can't eat all this junk food anymore. I won't take her to the doctors to the Stop and Shop to just buy junk food anymore. I have her on a strict Mediterranean diet for her diabetes and all that stuff. She's been such a miserable person now because she's got a food addiction and she likes to just drive around all day long. So now they told her that, listen, if you get worse, if your dementia gets any worse, and it is your brain is rapidly deteriorating, half of it's gone. You're lucky you're even still with it right now. This is what the doctor said. He showed the MRIs, okay? 4 months ago, it wasn't nearly this bad. It wasn't even showing. Now it's like real bad, like a totally different person's brain. And so she got the bad news that if Steve didn't live with you right now, you'd have to be in a facility. But because he lives with you, this and that. But Steve's going to have to. And I'm like, Doc, I was told to back off. Let her drive. Let her eat what she wants. I'm too strict on her, so I backed off. Now I'm being called negligent. That she keeps getting sick, this and that with the dog, because I'm not doing my job, and I'm abusing her. She told them I yell at her all the time. Then she got me upset on the phone in front of these people because she called me like 7 times. And they probably put her up to it. But like 7 times. It was getting late. We already went over everything. I was trying to wash the floor and get the dishes done and get to bed. And I wasn't feeling well. She kept calling and she wants to talk about all these things that are not necessary to be talking about right now. About the will, about selling me the house, all this stuff. And I'm like, and the cat is dying, okay? And I told her, McDonough, I need to take the cat to the vet and put her down. She's very sick. She's been sick for weeks. She's emaciated. She won't move from the same spot. She just drinks water, nothing else. She hasn't defecated. All this stuff, right? She won't let me bring the cat to the vet and have her put down or even looked at. She doesn't want to pay for it, okay? That's cruelty to the animal, but it's not my cat. It's not my house. What can I do? So I've been just trying to make the cat comfortable. She's not eating anything, whatever. So I told Donna about that. Then Donna was talking about, whatever, being put in a home, whatever. She doesn't want to be put in a home. And I'm like, you don't have to worry about going into a home as long as I'm living there with you. But you obviously can't be alone. You're not alone. I'm there. So don't worry about it. Right? Anyway, she got me all frustrated, and I was yelling into the phone because I couldn't hear what she was saying because she had me on speakerphone. So all I hear is rustling around, and she's eating, and I can't hear her talk. She always had a bad habit of doing that. She puts food in her mouth and starts trying to talk to me, and then starts choking. And it's like, oh my gosh, lady, don't talk to me with your mouth full. I can't hear you. So then all I could hear is the hospital nurses and the beeping and beep, beep, and all this. I'm like, Donna, I can't hear what you're saying over the phone. Take me off a speaker. Meanwhile, I'm across the room trying to yell because I'm trying to clean up dog pee and stuff and get the house cleaned up before I go to bed. So it sounds like I'm yelling, like now. It sounds like I'm yelling at her. So basically, whoever was listening on the other end, and Donna did it purposely, she knew they were listening. She did this. I'll tell you why she did this. She's afraid that she's going to lose her home. She's afraid she's going to be put into an institution. She's not happy with me that I'm enforcing a strict diet and regimen on her, as I was told to. And she's not happy I won't let her drive everywhere anymore. The doctor told me this was necessary. Right to my face and right to Bob's face and right to her face. 2 doctors were in that room. This is not my fault. I'm only doing my job. So now she retaliates and decides, and her daughter suddenly decided she wants the money for the trailer. She doesn't want me having the trailer, even though I pay for the trailer. She wants to take the trailer and my dog. Her daughter decided she wants my dog. She thinks it's her mother's dog. It's my dog. And she's like, well, I'll take the dog in the trailer and my mom's car. She doesn't even have a license. She's not allowed to drive because she's mentally handicapped. What's she going to do with the broken car? Donna said she's leaving the car and the house to me because they're not worth much and they need a lot of work. And her daughter cannot afford to live there. She cannot get approved like I did to live in the park. You have to get approved through a serious background check, and you have to have a certain income and a stable income for 6 months to a year, and you have to have a job for over a year, and you have to be able to all these. Her daughter doesn't work. She hasn't worked in like 20 years. She can't drive. She don't have a license. We pay for her cell phone. We pay for her groceries. We pay half her rent. We pay for her electricity. We pay for everything. Or we, as in Donna, and if Donna can't do it, I help. Okay? So her daughter keeps asking for more and more money. Now her daughter is not going to be happy with the $200,000 IRA she's supposed to inherit when her mom dies, God forbid. So now she decides she wants to liquidate the car and the trailer too and put me on the street. After I've taken care of her mother, I've lived with her for 3 years, and I was taking care of her as a next door neighbor when she was in a wheelchair since 2015. I've given her over $4,000 or more in cash, which went to her daughter, not to the car to be fixed. I've bought her groceries, taken her out to countless expensive dinners, food all the time. I'm always buying groceries and food for almost every day. I cook for her. I clean for her. I take her to the hospital. I saved her life 3 times, literally, by being there when she dropped of a stroke. Okay, when she had COVID and pneumonia and didn't know where she was and had dementia, was walking around the kitchen, literally defecating all over the place. I was there. If I wasn't there, she would not have made it. Okay? You don't understand how many times, and I'm not trying to say this for bragging rights. I'm saying that the woman is blessed that I was there in her life during these times. Otherwise, she would have been dead a long time ago, and nobody would have even known she died for a long time. Because nobody ever comes to visit her. She has no one but me and her daughter lives in Clinton and never calls her but more than once or twice a month asking for money. And groceries, which we, usually me, have to drive out and give to her all the way out in Clinton during my busy schedule. She's never once come to this house. She doesn't even know what the trailer looks like. She doesn't visit her mother, never does anything but call and ask for money. Okay, this girl has been this way for 50 years. Okay? She caused her mother to go bankrupt. Her mother bought her own home on the property and lost both houses to bankruptcy because her daughter wouldn't pay for anything, wouldn't do anything, wouldn't work, and kept taking and taking and taking from her mother. Okay? Extorted her. She should be in prison for what she did to her mother. But because she's psychologically screwed up, she gets away with it. I've warned the social workers about it. They don't do anything. They told Donna to cut her off. Donna's friend, Jennifer, who runs her IRA account, keeps telling her, you got to cut your daughter off. You can't keep giving her everything she wants. You're running out of money. You need to live off of it. But that's Donna's daughter, so she can never do any harm. Now, all of a sudden, Donna, and I don't know if it's just an episode of her losing her mind or what's going on, but she's told the hospital that basically I'm abusive to her. And that I won't let her eat what she wants or drive anywhere, and I'm too strict with her. I'm only following the doctor's orders, which are on paper. And I've got witnesses. Okay? This woman has been fighting with me every day for a month, putting me through hell. I cry myself to sleep. I don't even want to go home at night. I work extra hours at night because I don't want to go home. I don't feel safe in her environment. I have nowhere to go. I'll be homeless. It's cold out. So I tolerate it. Like, literally, I have to just suck it up. If she's up all night, I'm up all night. She's nag. She's like hard to live with. And I have to deal with this because I have nowhere else to go. And because she has no one else to take care of her. So I promised her I would help her in exchange for a roof over my head. Now, there's something called squatters' rights, by the way. After like 6 months, the person lives there. You have to be removed by the court. I live there. I fix everything. I do everything. I practically own the place. I'm on the lease. My mail goes there. I paid for her car multiple times to be fixed. I practically own the car. I had to remodel the bathroom twice, and it's still messed up. $6,000 went to the bathroom already. Doors, $1,200 to hang new doors like this in the house. Okay? I have no money left. I make $200, maybe $300 a week. That's it. I have no savings left. It all went to the house and to fixing the toilet and to fixing her car and and the dog. She wanted to have a dog, so I got us a dog. I mean, now she got me in trouble for a third time with the state, okay, and elderly services. I didn't do anything. I am innocent. God knows this, but they're going to listen to her because she's a woman and she's elderly. So it looks like I'm some young guy who's taking advantage of an elderly lady who's living there and sucking her dry financially, which is not true at all. At all. I never touch a dime of her money. I give her money. I actually help pay rent. I do everything for her. What are you talking about? And I'm a nervous wreck right now. I'm at work, I'm in the bathroom, I'm practically crying, I don't know what to do, there's no way out, and she sits there, and she knows what she's doing. She'll also do stuff, she does this in church too. She's got this bipolar crazy thing, she's on gabapentin and a bunch of stuff. Without it, she's schizo, right? She's got like schizophrenia, multi-personality disorder. And so, they put her on a new med, which is obviously screwing everything up. Okay, for this infection and to try to help her memory, but it's causing psychological outbursts. And I see this every day, but nobody else does, and there's nothing I can do, and nobody's listening to me. So I deal with it. And she'll just be fine 1 minute, and then all of a sudden she'll be like, you want me dead? And she starts going through this paranoid, psychotic, delusional episode. I'm just sitting there having my coffee like, okay, I just got up. What is going on now? And saying all these things, it's like the devil gets into her. And then she'll wait till people are around. Somebody knocks on the door, and they come in, and they're like, what's the matter? Is he abusing you? I didn't do anything. She does it in restaurants. We could be in the middle of a restaurant having fine dining, literally. Okay? And everything's fine, and then all of a sudden she'll look around, make sure everybody sees her, and then start and bawling her eyes out. She can win an Academy Award faster than Demi Moore. I don't know how Now, I know other people I've been friends with who are bipolar, and they will just start crying and run out of the room, and then come back 5 minutes later perfectly normal. My mother was like that. My friend Laura was like that. This woman is a bipolar, schizophrenic person, and now she's got dementia and Alzheimer's getting accelerated. Her brain is literally like Swiss cheese. It's really accelerating the degeneration of the brain. So she's becoming more and more difficult for me to deal with. Do you know what that does to somebody like me who's innocent, who's just sitting there like doing nothing, and the woman's claiming all kinds of things that are not true? People believe her. The nurses believe her. They think she's being abused and taken advantage of. So now, Donna calls me up and says, just to let you know, yeah, it wasn't my fault, so don't get mad at me. I'm like, what? She goes, well, a social worker is going to be contacting you from the Department of Elderly or Aged or something like that. Why? Well, it's not me. I didn't do it. I'm just saying. I'm like, what did you do now? She goes, well, they just asked me honestly questions, and I guess they didn't like the answers, and then they heard you on the phone with me the other night when I had you on speaker. I'm like, so you did have me on speaker? Yeah. She goes, and they were listening, and I'm like, who was listening? She goes, the people who reported you. I'm like, so you set me up? She's like, no, whatever you said, apparently they took the wrong way, and I tried to defend you, but they went and made a big deal about it, so they reported you. So if the police show up, or if you get, kicked out, or if you get, a social worker call you, well, that's what happened. And I'm like, I am at work right now. What is wrong with you? You go into the hospital via ambulance for your leg. Next thing you know, 4 days later, I am in trouble with the authorities and the social worker. Why? What did you do? What would you say? She goes, like I said, it's nothing I can do about it. And I'm like, oh my God. So now I'm being falsely accused by the hospital for a third time. Every time she ends up in a hospital, she's there for weeks or months. And she starts telling them all this stuff. I caught her talking to my priest the other day. The other day I took her to Mass. I was saying my penance on the other side of the door in the pew. She was in the breezeway, rattling off all this terrible stuff about me to Father Turner. And he was like, I don't have time to listen to this right now. If you want to make a confession, let's make it good. Otherwise, I'm not here to listen. I got to go. I got to turn the alarm on. You guys got to go. I got to shut the church down. And then she was bad-mouthing him out in the car. Why would he talk to me like that? I was trying to talk to him, and I don't know why he gave me an attitude. He wouldn't even listen to me. I'm like, I'll tell you why. Because he knows me for 10 years. We're close. He's my personal confessor and my priest. You're new to this church. You just became a Catholic within the year. You're sitting there, I'm on the other side of the door in church, talking junk about me that he knows is not true, and you do it to Bob when I'm not around, and you do it to other people, and everybody keeps coming back to me telling me you're poisoning my well. I don't know what they're talking about. I didn't do it. I'm like, Donna, I've had 10 different people already this year tell me, you are going to get me jammed up. People are telling me they're concerned about my safety with you, that, they appreciate what I'm doing, but I need to get away from you because you're going to get me arrested or jammed up. And I'm like, where is this coming from? Now I know. I'm trying to be loving and patient with her, but I'm starting to think that maybe she's losing her mind. But either way, it doesn't work. I'm a young guy. I'm 42, almost 43, but I'm a young guy, okay? I live with her. She's a woman, and she's elderly. Who do you think they're going to believe? If she cries wolf, which she keeps doing, being a Judas, and trying to say, oh, he's abusing me, he yells at me, I hurt my foot because of him, I tripped over his dog attacked me, all these lies, because she's a narcissist and she never, ever admits she did it to herself. She never admits when she's wrong. It's always the doctor's fault, or the doctor misdiagnosed her, or it was somebody called her, or it's my fault, or it's the dog's fault. Every day she's complaining about somebody. She smashed the car up again. She blamed it on the guy behind her and said, oh, he was riding too close to me, so I hit the guardrail. No, you're the one that's responsible for the car accident because you hit the guardrail. It had nothing to do with someone being too close to you. It doesn't matter. He was behind you. Well, I tried to move over to let him go. You don't move over in the one-lane road and hit a guardrail letting someone go in the middle of traffic. You don't do that. That was your error. You're not supposed to be driving. She blamed him. This is the third time she smashed the car and blamed someone else. It's always someone else's fault. She's a terrible driver. She's a liar. The woman will sit there at the dinner table making up stories, putting words in my mouth I never said. Last night she was on the phone with me in the hospital with the social worker listening and saying things that I did not say. You told me I have half a brain left. No, I said that the back half of your brain, according to the MRI, is like Swiss cheese. It is rapidly deteriorating because it's not getting blood because you had a stroke. That's what I said. Well, you told me I'm stupid. I did not say you're stupid. I never said that. You said that. You said, oh, I'm so stupid. And I said, no, you're not. You're putting it in my mouth? She'll sit there and start a conversation with me and start self-deprecating and self-sabotaging. I'm ugly. I'm stupid. I can never do anything right. And then she'll sit there and tell somebody I said it. I don't even know. I've even tried to reach out to a therapist friend of mine, Susan. I won't mention her last name, but she won't even answer my questions because I'm not one of her clients. It's like, I just needed to know what I was dealing with here because this woman is not right. And she's got so many things mentally wrong with her. Like, she'll make stuff up that never happened. She'll deny doing things that she did right in front of me. She'll leave a door open and say, I did it. She'll spill something and say she didn't do it. I saw her do it. It's always someone else says, oh, well, the dog made me do it. The dog made you spill? Well, he was sitting near my foot. So he sat near your foot, so you knocked the glass over? Like, it's always somebody else's fault. And then she'll sit there and start attacking herself, and I'm stupid, and then say, I said it. You told me, I never told you. So what am I dealing with here? This is not the first time in the past 6 months I've made a video crying out to all my viewers, asking you, what do I do? What am I dealing with here? Because all my other clients and patients that I take care of, they all want me back. None of them have ever complained about me. My bosses love me. I am a very good I've been doing this for years. But this woman I live with, she's not normal, and she's like, one minute she's fine, the next minute she's somebody I don't even know, like she's possessed. She makes up stories, she lies, she fabricates. She's always blaming someone else, bearing false witness. I can't deal with it, and I'm stuck. I'm stuck living with her, and I keep trying to say, you're good, be a Christian, let it go. Don't worry, don't take it personal. She's not well, Stephen, just do your job, just take care of her. She's not well, she's not well. I can't take it anymore. I can't leave. I have no money. I have no credit. I can't get a home of my own. I want to get out of there. I've been begging and praying for God to get me my own apartment, my own home, to get me out of there. I'm not safe. I don't feel safe with this woman. I don't feel safe. I'm the man. But I know that her mouth is going to get me into trouble. If she falls again, like the last 3 times, she's going to blame me and say it was my dog tripped her, or I made her take the garbage out, or I yelled at her, or it's always somebody else's fault. And because I live with her and there's no way to disprove it, she keeps jamming me up. And I told her, you're going to get me, I won't be able to work in this field anymore. I'm going to lose my job. You can get me arrested. I can get in trouble. You need to stop. And she keeps doing it. And I'm stuck with her. And then everybody sees us in church in the front pew. Oh, there's Stephen. Oh, Steve, what a good job you're doing. You're such a good son. You don't know what I live with this woman. I'm actually afraid of her, and I'm afraid of what she's going to do and get me in trouble. I'm afraid that when I go to work, she's going to fall and get hurt and blame it on me. I'm afraid she's going to blame my dog. I'm afraid that she's going to take the car out and kill herself or someone else, and I'll be blamed for it. Because I was told to not let her drive, but I can't legally do that. I'm afraid that she's going to keep eating and it's going to keep deteriorating her brain and then she's going to blame me. And she tells people, I eat what Steve buys. I don't buy your groceries. You do. You do. Stop blaming me. I tell you, I make you good, healthy meals. I follow a strict diet plan. I'm trying to lose weight myself. And you go and tell people, I feed you that stuff and I make you eat it. I made you eat McDonald's. I made you eat ice cream. This is what she tells people. She keeps lying and blaming everything on me, and I am a caretaker by profession. So it makes me look like a real bad person and caretaker and Christian. I'm trying to be a good Christian and a saint. I have a ministry. This woman is going to get me jammed. Satan is using this woman, who's not there, obviously, in the head. And everybody says, oh, look, poor Donna. Oh, she's such a good person. She's a narcissistic, lying liar. Okay? She'll throw you under the bus in an instant to save her own self. You don't know. She's manipulative. She's always playing a victim. She's constantly telling everybody that somebody's attacking her, somebody's hurting her, somebody's putting her down. She victimizes herself, sits there berating herself, and then tells me I said it. I didn't say a word to her, and she sits there saying, oh, I'm stupid, I'm fat, I'm ugly, and then she'll say, you said all these things. I'm like, I never said those things. You sat there and said them. No, you just did. And I'm like, lady, I didn't say a damn thing. I just got up. I poured myself a cup of coffee. You're sitting there starting to self-sabotage and you're telling yourself all these negative things. And then you turn it around and tell me I did it. It's like she really thinks, I don't know is she paranoid, delusional, schizophrenic? I don't know what I'm dealing with. I don't know. And the doctors don't listen to me when I try to tell them. They say, listen, it's all part of her brain. It's degenerating. It's misfiring. Don't take it personal. But when you go and you tell people, social workers in a hospital, that I am neglecting you, I am not doing my job, that I am not feeding you properly, that I did not take you to get your leg looked at in time, that I yell at you every day, that I'm abusing you, that I'm extorting you. Forgive my language, but what the fuck? God forgive me, but I don't know what else to say at this point. I am at my wit's end. How dare you? And I got to go home and live with you. I just found out today, she's hopefully going to be in the hospital for the rest of the week and then go to a Gaylord or something or Branford Hills for rehab for another couple of weeks. I hope to God she does. Because that means I got to find a way out of here. Because when she comes home, I don't want to be there. I don't want to continue living with this woman and taking care of an ungrateful liar who's ruining my reputation as a Christian and as a caretaker. I did nothing to deserve this. She owes me. I wish I could sue her for slander or defamation of character. I don't know what else to do. I'm mad. I am mad. I have a right to be mad now. I'm the most nicest person I know. Like, I put up with so much garbage. This is ridiculous. And I have no choice but to make these videos because I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm stuck in a bad situation. I have no way out. I have nowhere to live. I have no family. I don't know. I can't sleep at night. I'm stressed out all the time because she keeps doing these things to me. I don't want to tell people all the time what she does because they're not going to believe me or there's nothing I can do about it. People say, well, you need to get out of there. Where am I going to go? Where am I going to go with all my stuff? The whole house is furnished with all my stuff. I have no money to go. I have no credit. I can't get a mortgage. I can't get a rent. I can't get a lease. I've tried. I keep trying to get apartments and home. I can't. Unless somebody gives me a lot of money or buys me a house, I am stuck. I tried to go back to seminary. I can't. I've got a serious health issue myself I battle with every day. I'm in a lot of pain every day. I'm sick. I'm on all kinds of meds. I don't have time for this. I just want peace. And there's no peace with this woman. And she's constantly in and out of the hospital. Now I got to worry because she's in the hospital again. Now even more stuff falls on my plate to take care of while she's not home. And then I got to deal with all the rehab and the nurses and then her reporting me all the time and making it seem like it's my fault. And she's doing it, and mark my words, she's doing this purposely because she is afraid she's going to be put in a home. And she doesn't want to lose her home or her independence. She's told me this. So she's afraid. So she's going to, in her little warped mind, if I blame it all on Steve, they'll get rid of Steve. They'll kick him out. And I get to stay home. And nobody can tell me what to do anymore or that I can't drive. And they won't know how sick I am. And I can get away with this. But they won't put me in a home. But wrong, lady, wrong. The doctor's already told me several times that if I wasn't living with you, you have proven so many times already that you cannot live on your own. You're a danger to yourself and others. So that if I wasn't living with you and if I wasn't a professional caretaker already, you would already be in a home. I am just so hurt because I have no time to myself for 3 years. This woman sucks the life out of me every moment of my free time. She's needy. Take me here, take me there. I did this. She's spilling stuff. She's pooping on the floor. Whatever. There's always something. And I have no time. Once in a while, once a month if I'm lucky. No, once every 4 months, I'll go for a hike for a few hours in the woods with my friends. And then I got to hear about it from her. Oh, you got to go in the woods. Why couldn't you take me with you? How are you going to go walking on trails in the woods? You can't even walk. Come on. It's like I can't even do anything. She won't even let me have my own social life. If I'm on the phone, she's got to sit there and listen. Who are you talking to, a girlfriend? Are you going to leave me? You're going to leave me for some... What's going to happen if you move out? And then she goes and tells people she don't want me living there, and she reports me to social workers. I'm making this as proof, evidence, something that if I have to go to court, maybe somebody will know the truth. I don't know what else to do. Give me a lie detector test, something. I am tired of this injustice. I did nothing to deserve this. This woman is a liar, and she's no Christian. She's no mother. She's no friend. She's just a person who's, when push comes to shove, she'll do whatever it takes to get away with it, and so that she's not in trouble. It's always someone else's fault, and she'll do whatever it takes to protect her own butt. Even if it means taking her own best friend and neighbor and throwing him under the bus, just so that she can stay in her own home. Wow. And I don't want to put her in a home because it doesn't benefit me if she goes. I need her to stay in her home because as long as she stays in her home, I have a roof over my head too. And I know that sounds selfish, but that was the deal. If I live with you, take care of you, I have a roof over my head and until I can get on my own feet. And you won't have to go into a home. But she keeps ending up in a hospital every so many months because she keeps not taking her meds, not eating properly, falling, hitting her head, doing stupid things with the dog, getting infections, not going to the doctor's appointments, driving when she's not supposed to, hitting things, and then blaming it on me or everybody else that crosses her path. If it's not the cat, it's the dog. If it's not the dog, it's me. If it's not me, it was another caretaker, or the doctor didn't do his job, or somebody cut her off in traffic, or whatever. Somebody who built the deck didn't do a good job because the deck fell down when she fell in. She's a heavy woman. She ripped the whole door of the deck off when she went down because she tripped over a dog wire when she wasn't supposed to be out there with a heavy trash can in the first place. I told her, I'll get it. I got to use the bathroom. We're on our way out. I will get it. She went and did it anyway. Thick-headed, like driving Miss Daisy. And I got blamed for that. By the social worker, by the home health aides that came to help, by Gaylord, by the doctors. And then I realized she told them it was my fault. I'm done. I'm sick. Please.